So this will be the last subtopic of welded connection, eccentrically loaded welded connections. So when a load is applied directly on the weld group, no eccentricity, the force is divided among all welds based on their total lengths. X component QDX is equal to PDX over summation L. Y component QDY is equal to PDY over summation L. Here, yung PDX and the PDY are the components of the direct force, while yung summation L is the total length of all welds. So each weld segment gets the same force per unit length. So, di ba alam natin yung unit ng Q is always Newton per mm. So, let's say for example, meron kang plate, then connected siya to another material by the welds. So, nandito yung longitudinal and transverse welds. Then, may direct force ka na P. So, yung Q dyan is always constant. So, pare-pareho yung value ng Q sa kada weld segment. So, yung mag-iiba lang dyan class is yung P sub 1, P sub 2, yung specific na kine-carrying direct force ng kada weld segment. So, ito magiging Q times L1, ito is Q times L2, ito is Q times L3. But, again, yung Q dyan is always the same for each weld segment. Then, let's move to components of the torsional force. So, if the force acts at an eccentric point, so may distance E siya, it creates a torsional moment. So, yung torsional moment dito is yung T is equal to P times E. So, this moment causes additional forces in the welds depending on their location relative to the centroid of the weld group. So, yung resulting shear per unit length, X component QTX is equal to T times Y over summation L times the quantity L squared over 12 plus X sub C squared plus Y sub C squared. Y component QTY is equals to T times X over summation L times the quantity L squared over 12 plus X sub C squared plus Y sub C squared. Where yung X and Y dito are the coordinates of the weld segment relative to centroid. While yung Y sub C at saka X sub C are the centroid distance of the weld segment. So, later maintindihan natin kung alin ba yan. So, L squared over 12, this represents the weld's polar moment of inertia, yung J. So, why do we need to separate the direct and torsional? Kasi nga class, yung direct load distributes evenly. Since nga, yung direct load is pare-pareho sa kada weld segment, sa torsional kasi is magkakaiba yung forces niya depending on each weld's distance from the centroid. So, varying yung torsional forces depende kung gaano siya kalayo or kalapit sa centroid. Then, to compute the total force on any weld, it is equal to direct component plus torsional component. So, let's apply this concept by providing an example.